So, Poppy, well done. You've succeeded in the Greater Manchester Police recruitment process. You've got through the online assessment centre, final interview. You're selecting where it is that you're hoping to work in the future. How are you feeling now you've got through all of that?
Good. It's really nice to have it all done and just like because I spent so much time on it and it felt like it was all I was thinking about for,
Mhm.
a good I'd say 3, 4 months. It was just kind of like OAC for a few months and then I had about a month to prep for the interview. So it's nice to like just to kind of breathe after it all. And now I'm just focusing on I've got my fitness test on Tuesday. But I've had that in the back of my mind for a long time. So it's not something you can just prep for in a week. Um and yeah, so no, it's nice to have it all done. Definitely, yeah. It's been
Mm.
nice learning about everything as well. Like learning about the force was really interesting. Learning about how the police work, all of that was really interesting as well, just to do.
Good. Well, you deserve to feel good and deserve to feel like I can relax a little bit now, but not relax too much. The big adventure's about to start.
Hmm.
The big adventure's about to start. So, if we can take you back then, if we can take you all the way back to before you started working with us, before you started the hard work of working with Blue Light,
Hmm.
and you had this big recruitment process ahead of you, there's online assessments, national sifts, there's final interviews. How are you feeling before you came to work with us about that process?
Well, I did the sift because I applied and then instantly got the sift come through, and I was like, okay, I'll sit and do this.
Mhm.
Um, and I looked over it, um, and I found the sift really easy. It was just kind of like, how would you want if you were in this situation, how would you want an officer to treat you? And it
Mhm.
was just kind of like, I don't know, I found the sift really simple. So I got it back straight away. I don't know if it was automated or what, but I got it back straight away that I passed and I was like, okay, cool. And then I got the OAC and I couldn't find stuff online as to what it actually was. It doesn't really come with any information of like what it
Mm.
was. And I emailed my cousin-in-law, texted him, and I said, I've got, I've applied, done the SIFT, all good. I've now got the OAC. What does that entail? Like what does it? I emailed GMP as well, but they didn't really tell me anything. And he said it's you've got to look at the CVF, and obviously all that was completely like I didn't know anything about it. And he said, "Oh, I'll put you in this Facebook group chat that I'm on. There'll be some stuff on there for you." And that's when I got put in the blue light chat, because he's been in it for years. Um, and yeah, I kind of found out from there. And then when you joined the chat, obviously you get an option to do a call with Debbie, and I organised that with her. And then yeah, just kind of cracked on from there. But I definitely wouldn't have got this far without it. I think if I'd gone into the OAC without the like the scenarios and things in my, I wouldn't have. I don't think I'd have passed it at all.
Well, look, you probably would have passed it eventually.
Mm,
That's the thing. Sometimes we have people saying, I wouldn't have passed it, but I'm thinking, well, actually, if you're in our academy, there's something about you that we can work with. You
mm,
would have passed it eventually. But remember, one of our clients once came to us after she'd failed the recruitment process 8 times.
mm,
8 times. And on the ninth occasion, she worked with us and she flew through everything. So
mm,
the thing was, she was ready to be a police officer, but she just wasn't recruitment process ready because,
mm.
like, there's just not much information about it out there. And the guidance from the College of Policing doesn't really tell you much, does it?
Yeah, no, no.
No. By the way, that was 5 years ago. She's a sergeant now. So
Oh, lovely.
she's loving it to bits. So, she's that's a classic example, actually. You would have passed eventually, but
Mm,
what we've done is made sure that we've shown you the way. You've done the hard work
mhm.
so that you can actually compress it and make sure you pass everything first
Yeah.
time.
And I
Um,
think on the OAC, on the briefing and the written one, when it says you don't need police knowledge, I think that's a bit of a fib because all the stuff I was told on the webinar, I was like, I didn't know the police could do that, didn't know they did that, don't know what that means. Um, and I spoke a lot about that in them. So I think from the College of Policing, I don't know. I don't feel like that's completely like I remember Raj said something similar, said and people have said since doing it, like, I think there is some knowledge is needed for them.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And what were your scores like?
I didn't get them. I didn't get a score for my SIFT. I didn't get scores for my OAC, my interview. I've looked on my portal. I've looked on the emails. I've had no scores, which I'm really
Yeah,
annoyed about because I mean, pass is a pass, but I want
yeah,
some.
it doesn't matter now, does it? It doesn't matter because you've got through all of that. Yeah, but some forces just don't give you the feedback, and it's a bit weird, but other forces do. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Like you say, you've got through everything.
Yeah.
You're ready for joining. So how was the actual process of working with us then? Once you'd signed along the dotted line and had the call, and we both decided collectively that we could work with each other. How was the process of
Yeah.
working with us?
Really good, yeah. I had the call with Debbie and everything was just kind of laid out, quite like this is what you'll get, this is what we'll do, this is what you've got to do.
Mm,
Um, and yeah, it was a bit of a no-brainer because it was because I remember when Debbie was talking about like financials and stuff. I'm in a really fortunate position. My granddad passed away and left me some money, and I knew he'd be happy with me using it for this.
yeah,
Um, so I was in a fortunate place for that. And yeah, no, I was just really happy with it all. It was, it was good that I think you've got 4 calls, and every time me and Catherine like planned for the next one, we planned it accordingly with like what I had, if around my OSC and around my final interview. That worked really well. Um, and yeah, the gold course was brilliant. Like what you've done, it was really, really good. It was good to like watch back. I remember when I first started on the course, I watched the videos for the OAC, and then when it got towards the end, I rewatched them, which was really helpful.
yeah.
So yeah, no, I just found it, yeah, really straightforward. And Catherine's just a brilliant, brilliant coach. She was brilliant. I couldn't recommend her enough. But yeah, no, just a really good, straightforward process. Yeah.
Great, awesome. Well, we've got a great team, haven't we? Yeah,
Yeah.
I love my team. I love working with them. They're absolutely
Mhm.
fantastic. I've known some of them for a long time. Like Catherine and I go back over 2 decades now.
Oh, that's nice.
We've known each other for over 2 decades. Yeah, it's about 21, 22 years. And
Wow.
Andrea, I've known Andrea for 32 years.
Andrea was my cousin-in-law's inspector. So she doesn't know him, but he knows her.
Yeah,
Um, and he really liked her. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Got awesome team, amazing team.
Mhm.
Good. Well, I'm glad that went well for you. So, no, really pleased it went well for you and that you got what you needed from our
Mhm.
services. So, in
Absolutely.
terms of, because someone might be watching this on a recording in the future, actually, probably will. So, they may be at the point where they've just been searching for online assessment center. I can't find any information about it. Oh, there's this blue light thing. I found their website and I can book a call. And what what advice would you give them?
Um, Definitely going with lots of, oh, how do I put it? You're going to be putting in a lot of work as well. I think
Mhm.
some people think it's going to be handed to you or anything. I might have had a little bit, not handed to, but kind of like all the information is going to be given to you, but it's not. You've got to, do a lot of it yourself. It's more of like a guidance of, kind of telling you where to go and where to do things. But it is a lot of, doing your own work. But once it's all done and you've put all the effort in, it's worth it in the end. And it's nice on the webinars because when if you've been practicing a scenario, you've been trying to, do the SAL method, and then you say it and everyone gives feedback, and it's not always. I had one and nobody really thought it related to what the question was. But then there's other ones where everyone's like, oh, that's really good. We like how you said this. And that's also really, really nice that you've got a really good community around you. And I'd say get on as many webinars as you can. Like, even if it's for the first half an hour or the last half an hour, just get on as many webinars as you can because, especially live as well, it's good watching them back, but it's just different when you can be there for it in real
Yeah.
time. Yeah, get on plenty of webinars. Even when there was some like Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, if I'd finished work, or at one stage I was getting up at 4 in the morning to get to work for 6, and I was like, I don't want to sit on a call from 7 till 9. I want to go to bed. But they'd always be like the ones that I'd kind of be like, oh, I don't want to go on tonight, would be ended up being the best ones. I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I went on because that was really, really helpful. So as many webinars as possible is probably my biggest like advice for it. Yeah.
Amazing. Oh, awesome. Oh, that's so good to hear. Thank you. Um, and if anyone's thinking, what are these webinars? We meet for the Online Assessment Centre twice a week. For the final interview once a week. We're hoping to do that twice a week soon. So by the time you're watching this, it might be twice a week. And this is where we practice. We just like practice, don't we? So that when it gets to your time with the one-to-ones for your coach time, it's not wasted. You've already done a lot of developing yourself. Um, I think the phrase I often use is, look, this is a pen, not a magic wand. We can't just make it happen. There's no transference of knowledge and understanding by osmosis. We'll show you the way. You've got to do the hard work.
Mhm.
Is that about right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, Poppy, once again, thank you for joining us, joining me tonight. That's amazing. Thank you very much for the kind words that you've said. Um, I'm not going to wish you luck because you know me, I don't believe in luck. I believe in planning, preparation, practice, getting yourself ready for the next stage. And it's not a goodbye neither, because one of the things that we're introducing soon this year is an alumni. So
Hmm.
there'll be an opportunity again to help you develop your amazing career with our amazing coaches. We're not worked out the fine detail of it yet, but it won't be a goodbye from us. It'll just be a see you soon. See you soon.
Hmm.
But I've got a favour to ask. We'll let you know the details of that once we launch it. But I've got a favour of you to ask if I can, Poppy. So when you have your passing out parade, we would love it if you could just send us a picture of you with your loved ones, or just you on your own, just looking all proud, whatever. We'd love to see a photograph just for our team. We love to share those photographs. It gives us a sense of, oh, I remember Poppy. She was awesome to work with. Blah blah. It's just great. It sort of completes the loop for us. So if you could do that, that'd be amazing. Is that something
I
you could
will.
do for us?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. Poppy, lovely to meet you tonight. I'll see you again
Thank
soon in our alumni, and
thank you.
can't wait to see that picture.
Thank you.
Take care.
Okay,
Good night.
bye. You too.